Alright, we are starting off this Polar Bear 1000 pre-dawn on New Year's Eve. Looking pretty good so far. I'm burning up, which is good because that means hopefully I won't be cold here in a minute when I'm going 90 or 80 or 70. Mom, listen. Alright, we are just about to go from 49 to 40 here, heading east towards Little Rock. I actually had to pull over a little bit ago. I had a big old tire pressure not at set point warning pop up, like, you know, freaking out on my screen up here. Flashing lights, doing all sorts of crazy stuff, and it read 16 psi. I think the sensor just freaked out though. As soon as I got pulled over, kind of went back to see did I, you know, take something in my tire, which is a tubeless tire, so tubeless tires don't usually go, you know, full to flat in 2 seconds. I couldn't feel anything off, so I went and kind of checked it and then looked back up and the PSI was back to normal. It's a little bit high. I think just the temperature variance is doing that. I mean, we're only a couple of PSI overset, but anyway, we are making the first major direction change of the trip here. Only about, what, 75 miles in, so nothing crazy, but we do have a little bit of sunlight, sort of getting close to sunrise here, and figured I'd check in and show you the cloudy gloomy. It's actually, lucky enough, I suppose, not quite as cold as it kind of looked like it was going to be a day or two ago. I mean, the worry here was always the way back night, is we've got a cold front coming through. But I wasn't sure I was going to go. I will say these Wunderlich hand mitt things, coupled with my heated grips. Again, this is the first time I'm using these, so this is kind of a review of a few things, honestly. But I'm starting to think they're kind of like hot pockets. The grips are heated. They keep a pocket of air inside the mitts, and keeping my hands quite toasty. I actually had to turn down my grips a bit because it was a little bit much. So if that holds for today, we'll be good. I mean, my bike's reading 48 degrees right now. I don't know how close that is. It's usually give or take 5 degrees compared to ambient. So anyway, just checking in. Gonna make my way about another 130 miles over to Little Rock, basically, and then make a first fuel stop. Hopefully that's the first fuel stop, and be good to go. Talk to y'all later. Back again. I just want to say I've got this rad sunrise happening over here. I'm not the earliest of risers, so seeing a sunrise usually only happens on an iron butt sort of thing like this. It's a pretty red sunrise. Only about 10 or 20 miles or something further from the last time I checked in, but I just wanted to check out the sunrise, see if I could get it recorded. I've got the face cam and the 360 cam going, so trying to coordinate those, but anyway, we are getting more and more sunlight here on the way to Little Rock. Traffic's pretty light, which I kind of figured. I mean, it's only 7:25 or whatever in the morning. It's Christmas Eve, or I mean, it's New Year's Eve, so I'm sure a lot of people are still kind of doing the Christmas, New Year's break thing. School's out, all that jazz, so I was hoping that would make for a little bit lighter traffic. So I did have to cut my speed a little bit because I was a little bit concerned with fuel economy. This first stop is my longest stretch, so taking it a little bit slow, A, because it was dark, and B, because I'm trying to stretch that fuel stop out a little bit. So hopefully won't have any problems there. But anyway, just wanted to check in and check out the sunrise, because like I say, it's pretty nice for those of us who don't see the sunrise on the regular. So anyway, talk to y'all later. Trying to catch my auto-rotating Support Bikers Badger Nation bracelet over here. It's pretty rad. You know, when you're chewing up interstate miles and you gotta find something to entertain yourself, that does it right there. It's just spinning and spinning. Fun stuff. Well, it looks like we may find out how accurate the fuel estimate on the bike is here. This is telling me I got 12 miles to the exit, 13 miles total to the gas station, and I'm at 6 miles worth of range, so we'll find out. So like I said, we are running on faith now. We officially have 0 miles worth of range on the tank here. We have 5.9, 6.5 miles to our gas stop. So again, we'll see how accurate that is. If it starts puttering out, it'll start puttering out, and I will have learned a lesson. But for now, we're running on faith. You know, what is it? God loves an idiot, right? So to answer that question, 5.4 gallons. So not even particularly close. This thing is just too conservative. Oh well, here we go. Alright. On a long road to Texarkana. I say long, it's not too terribly long. But pretty straight. Southwest all the way. Texarkana and then down to sort of Shreveport-ish, I guess. But unfortunately, we've had a crisis. Our support bikers bracelet has relieved itself of the little black fabric thing and is now floating around the mirror. So I've been trying to fix that, but otherwise, yeah. Another 140 miles to the stop, where I will probably have a little bit of a snack, get gas, and doodle on down to the halfway point. Passing Hope, Arkansas, the birthplace of Bill Clinton. Not only Bill Clinton, but also my mother, who would probably be pretty mad, as per usual, that I'm on a motorcycle, period. I'm going 1,000 miles on New Year's Eve. Anyway, we are about 25 miles from the turn down past Texarkana into Louisiana. Trucking right along, about 325 miles down, so just making the miles. No drama, the TVMS sensor fault thing that happened, but otherwise we're going for it, so checking back in. The bracelet has stopped rotating. I must have just, you know, the change in direction must have changed the wind or something. I got it back down there, but there we go, Texarkana, 29 miles. All right. We are a few miles from the Louisiana border. About 10 miles from the gas stop, but of course I am, according to the trip meter, or the gas gauge meter thingy, words, I can use them. We're gonna die before we get there, but yeah, it is quite nice. We're at 58 degrees. Ain't nothing out here in the middle of nowhere on the Arkansas-Louisiana border, but we are just chilling. Coming up on 400 miles. Lesson, right? So far, I gotta say, so far the MVP of the new things I've brought are what I am now calling the Hot Pockets. These handlebar mitts, because I was able to switch to my Odin Street MX gloves, like mesh leather bottom, mesh sort of cloth top, and perfectly toasty. Had to turn the hand grips down, it was too much. So these things are definitely doing their job. Other than that, chaps seem to be working good. These are Fox Creek, I believe, Fox Creek leather. They weren't cheap, but they are handmade in the U.S. in Virginia, I believe. But I got these because they were a little bit heavier, or significantly heavier grade leather than most of the sort of mass market chaps you get. And so far, I have not had any numb leg, which tends to happen. Trucking right along. Sitting on my wild ass seat cushion here. Stock seat, wild ass, that's all you really need. near something, Louisiana. I don't know, man. They had a 24-hour gas station. That's all I care about. Cool solar array over there. Pretty large. Neat stuff. Alright, headed down to Alexandria. We started off promising, but whatever byway this is, I guess it's 49 or Interstate 49 technically. Seems like Louisiana takes the same tactic as Oklahoma, which is to just not have a DOT, you know, just don't repair the roads, just turn them into off-road tracks, because this is a pretty gnarly one. Oh well, keeps you awake, right? Yeah, we're in the interchange area around Shreveport. Man, get off and go straight south down to Alexandria. Depends on how many sick jumps we hit. Woo! And then once we get to Alexandria, we will take a little bit of a breather and head back to the Hacienda. Straight, super straight, double super secret straight interstate going here. About 60 miles from my turnaround. You can tell we're getting closer to a city because there are way more people going 150 miles per hour riding my ass, so... out in farmland. I saw some flooding. I know there was storms through here, so... You know, it doesn't always have to be twisty, turny, whatever. You're gonna have fun just riding that straight interstate, man. It's fun. I enjoy it, at least. Not every day, you know. Living in the Ozarks, I definitely get my my fill of twisty, turny, switchbacky, curvy roads, and a day like this is a welcome change every once in a while. Believe it or not, you can enjoy both. You can do both. You can do whatever you like. So there's your testament to the wild-ass seat cushion right there. 487.5 miles, 6 hours, 54 minutes, 0 brakes. Now, of course I stopped for gas, but basically that means the bike hasn't been turned off. I believe my lunch stop was 10 minutes. So, just crushing miles and feeling pretty comfy. So, that's what we're after. The fields, all the fields. Woo, after saying I appreciate a straight road every once in a while. Maybe not so much 100 and some odd miles of it. Got myself kind of getting in that like loopy zone of just like going on and on and on. I've been following this like tour bus thing. I don't know, no particular reason. He's kind of going the speed I want to go. And something to focus on. It's got a tail light out, but anyway. There we go. There we go. That's how you park at a pump, Chase. Alright. So I'll catch you guys back at the next one. Getting close to Arkansas again, finally. About to cross whatever this is into Shreveport. That's it. It's exactly 4 o'clock. I've been on the road for right around 10 hours. Covered 663 miles, it looks like. I don't even know what I'm looking at here. What river or lake, whatever is this in Shreveport? I don't know. I'll have to look it up when I get home. Hey, we found the solar again. I was like starting to worry that I had somehow missed this gigantic solar panel yard here. And we're making reverse progress. Woo! Alright. Alright, final exit in Louisiana. That'd be the same gas station I was at earlier. Alright, back on the road, heading into Arkansas. I did go on ahead and plug in my heated gear and switch from the my own gloves to just my heated liners. I'm going to try those inside the hot pockets here. See if the two combined can handle a lot. We'll see. But running out of daylight pretty rapidly, so I'm also, I don't even know if I mentioned it. So normally the way I plan this is I have like a primary stop and then a secondary stop. Primary stop's usually 200-ish something miles. The secondary stop is about halfway between somewhere. So the idea is you can basically skip the intermediaries, basically go tank to tank, or if you need to, you know, emergency or just getting worn out, whatever, you can stop at the intermediaries. So because I know that I'm going to have a lot of time hanging out, I'm going to go ahead and stop at the intermediaries, which there will be two. The one I'm coming up to, which is only 80 miles away. Because I'm going to be sitting a lot anyway, and so I'm just going to go on ahead and just gas up every about 100 miles for the last bit of this. I just cracked 700 total miles, so yeah, I'm going to hit the intermediaries. And also, depending on how much colder it gets, which my bike's at 56 degrees right now, so it's not cold, but it's also still light out. So I'm just going to plan to hit those just to kind of basically skate over the finish line here, and that's where we'll go. And of course, as soon as I said goodbye, we rolled back into Arkansas. There's the Arkansas sign. Woo! Home stretch. Well, this is what you get now. We've passed dark. I think I'm like an hour and a half ahead of schedule, so like I said, I'm going to sandbag my stops here a little bit. I got two more short stops, like 100-ish miles. My final leg's like 115 or something. But yeah, I'm just gonna, it's still 49 degrees, so I'm gonna go ahead and boogie to basically my second to last stop before the finish line, basically. And hang out there until I can hit midnight. If you're not a part of Support Bikers, Support Bikers is run by Angie and Sonny Badger, who have had a Facebook presence for a long time. And I've been doing YouTube for quite a while, but got, I guess, a little bit more regular and serious about it here recently. Sonny's been doing daily vlogs for actually 2 years every day for as of today, I believe. So their Facebook group, Support Bikers, and then they have Support Bikers for each of the states they're in. So, you know, Support Bikers Arkansas, Support Bikers Missouri, Support Bikers Texas, whatever. And what they do is they take donations, 501c3, no salaries, no nothing. Just they basically pay for the website to run every year, and the rest of it goes to bikers in need. So be that somebody got wrecked, somebody's out of work because they got wrecked, needs to buy groceries, needs to, you know, get some help, whatever, while they're laid up. Support Bikers basically collects money as a 501c3 nonprofit to write checks to folks who have a need in the biker community. And they also have the Support Bikers map, which is a map that anyone can sign up for on for free. Add themselves to the map, be it a biker-owned business, a biker-friendly business, content creators, vloggers, anybody friendly to motorcycling or that has businesses or whatever can put themselves on the map. So then when folks are looking for places to go, people that can possibly help them, businesses that can service their bikes, sell gear, sell anything like that, you can look on the map and see who's close to you or who's close to where you're going or whatever you need. That's a pretty cool thing. I know I mentioned the bracelet several times in this video that I have on my mirror over here, which you can't see now, obviously, but yeah, that's what it's all about. So Sarah and I are part of that organization, and yeah, it's good stuff. We enjoy being a part of it, and it's a lot of great people and a lot of great people supporting it. So go check that out. Nighttime tunnel action. I know that's what everybody was waiting for. We are 44 miles from the exit. I had to sandbag real hard to get myself there after midnight. Here it is in all its glory. Alright, home stretch, literally. Funny enough, I think I'm gonna have to like pull into a Walmart parking lot or something here. Stretch myself out a minute or two. I'm at 11:59 arrival, so it's funny because it's New Year's Eve, so like I was sandbagging on the highway and I was a little bit afraid that I was like, oh crap, I don't get pulled over so they think I'm drunk, when in all reality I'm just trying to go home slower. The temperature definitely dropped. It's down to 35 on the bike, and judging by my butt temp, I'm going to say it's in the 20s felt temperature. It's not too bad at this speed, but yeah, it definitely chilled out as I went up the Ozarks, that's for sure. Hey, we got fireworks though. That's pretty cool. I didn't know everybody knew I was doing this. How nice of them. Gosh, I've never had somebody shoot fireworks. Not sure what happened. Looks like either my camera turned itself off or it's dying. It's probably dying. Yeah, I can't see the battery. But anyway, we are rolling up. Rolling up. Thanks for watching, guys. It was a fun day. Happy New Year. You'll definitely see this after New Year's, but Happy New Year. Hope 2025 is great. Thanks for watching. Thanks everybody for supporting me this year. I have a lot more subscribers than I thought I would at this point. So thanks everybody. Appreciate your comments. Appreciate your likes and subscribes and all that jazz. Instagram, YouTube, Facebook stuff with like sport bikers groups.